So, we're back. I thought I was gonna die. I just got back in the gym on Tuesday. I took 10 days off of training because I was sicker than I've been in probably 8-9 years. And there was probably 7 days where I was sick, where I literally wanted to die. Like combination of like peeing out my butt type of diarrhea. It's nice, I know. My throat was so sore, I didn't even want to eat. I lost about 20 pounds over the course of 7 days. So it was a miserable experience, and it just makes me so grateful to be back in a state where I'm feeling healthy. And you know, I'm one of these guys, I'm like healthy and living on this optimal level of health all the time. So sometimes I just take it for granted and I consider that normal. And that makes me kind of think, you know, typical American or typical person, I don't even think they know what optimal feels like. So just to be back in this place where I'm feeling okay, and I'm not even 100%, I'm just so grateful to be back to where I am, feeling like I'm in a state of health. I find there's a couple pointers to be taken away from this. What I've noticed over the years is there's a fine balance between like training intensity, nutrition, and rest. And if that balance is off, something's going to go haywire in your system. And I find if my training's too intense and I'm not getting enough nutrition, or if I'm not getting enough rest, I'm going to get into this place where I'm overtrained. And I think I hit that place, and that's what made my immune system susceptible to what I got, which I think was an influenza virus. So I remember when I was young, especially like when I first started getting into training the first 5 years, one thing that I think has driven me to my success is like my intensity and my work ethic. And what I've noticed in my first 5 years of training is I kept like getting chronically sick. Now there was a couple things, I used to have some bad habits back then. I used to drink alcohol back then, and I would kind of, I would take 2 steps forward with training, then 1 step back every time I would go out and party or whatever. And it took me a while to figure out this issue. It's like I have this chronic like throat infection, and what I figured out, it was overtraining that was basically causing this to happen. I was just pushing myself too hard in the gym, not giving myself enough rest, and not giving myself adequate nutrition to put myself in a place where I can recover. So that's one of the notes that I'm trying to like push out there to you guys, so you guys can kind of understand. There is a fine balance between overtraining and getting adequate nutrition and rest, and I think I exceeded that. The last time that we actually filmed, we did a film on Hamstring Day, which we're going to do today, and my performance had just been coming up, and I squatted 405 for 21 reps. I saw Kai Green do 405 for like 15, and I wanted to do that, but I got to 15, and I'm like, I got 21, no problem. And it wasn't tough to do. Like I performed that set very well, but I think that's what set me overboard. I put so much stress on my system that I feel that's what opened the door for me to be immunocompromised, to where that influenza virus can come in and attack my system, and it fucking did. So the point is, I want you to kind of like understand where I'm coming from, and where I'm coming from is a place where when I train, I come in here with a very intentful purpose. I'm coming in here to make progress, and I know what it takes in terms of intensity and in terms of technique to create progress every time I come in here. So that's my intent. Now today is going to be a little different. This is my 3rd day back to training. I've trained 3 days in a row now, but I'm only going to train at like 80%, which I'm not accustomed to. Like I said, I know what it takes to make progress in the gym, and I usually come in here with a level of intensity that is just through the frickin' roof. But I know better. I can tell that I'm not 100% physically yet, so I'm just going to train at like 80% today, which is kind of against my nature, because every time I'm in here, I really want to push that intensity. So I really got to turn down the intensity knob a little bit, because it's not always smartest to come in here and train full out. I'm trying to train smarter than harder today. The goal is to create some blood flow, get a pump, stimulate those muscle tissue, get those motor units firing, and just kind of get back into the routine. So that's the goal for today. Follow me out here. We're going to go train some hammies, calves, glutes. Let's make it happen. Come on. 20. Come on. We filmed with my buddy Nate. Nate, he's got the same thing that I got. So here we are, exercise number 1 for hamstring. We're doing a seated hamstring curl. We're just going slow and trying to really focus on the contractions today. We're gonna go 4 sets here. Here we are, set number 2. Let's go. Slow ass reps, that's all we need. A little difficult today. Still got a lot of congestion in my lungs. A little bit of a cough. I don't know if I'm gonna go much heavier than this. But I'm just getting back into it. I'm not trying to make any PRs today. Last set of legs today. So we get 12 pause reps out of this. Just step up and do it. That's it, call it a day. Wrapping it up here at Arm Wrestling Pro Gym once again. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like and follow. Check you later.